What's going on, everybody, and welcome to another episode of the Neg Entropy Chronicles. Now, I've already talked about Kevin Samuels before. I have my viewpoints on it. If you don't know what I'm talking about, go check out that video. But I'm talking about Vivica A. Fox. Now, she had some interesting words for a man who has passed away. Whether you like him or not, I just want y'all to see what she said, and I'm going to give you my perspective on it, all right? So let's get to it.
This man was a hypocrite, in my honest opinion. He really was. I didn't find anything about him to be healing. He insulted African-American women on a consistent basis. One of his last statements that he said was that if you're over 38 and you haven't married or something like that, that you're no good and disposable. To me, it was a shock jock. And, I hope this is teaching folks a lesson about the karma that you put out, the negativity that you put out.
All right, let me go ahead and explain this because this always kind of irks my nerves. When you talk about karma, understand what the actual definition is. It's what you give out will come back to you. Who is this man killed? Who is he forced to be deceased? What lives has he taken? What lives has he actually taken? So him using words, helping people get married, helping people better themselves. Some people didn't like what he said, so they fought what he said. Was that worthy of the pine box? Like, come on, man, karma. Like, people don't even understand what that actually means. And then talking about he a hypocrite. Like, come on, let's get back to it.
In the world, that when karma comes knocking at your door, she might not be so kind. So, the fact that he killed over real quick and was supposedly with a woman that we don't yet know the nationality. Rest in peace. This man was a hypocrite. In my honest opinion, he really was. I didn't find anything about him to be healing. He insulted African-American women on a consistent basis.
Now, ain't this the same woman who dated 50 Cent and tried to say that he like his backside played with when they broke up because she was in her feelings? Isn't that the same person insulting a black man because y'all didn't work out? But yet she can revel in down talk somebody who passed away. Does that mean that she need to kick the bucket too? I'm wondering.
One of his last statements that he said was that if you're over 38 and you haven't married or something like that, that you're no good and disposable. To me, it was a shock jock. And, I hope this.
Now, see, this is the problem that people don't understand. If you really paid attention to what he was talking about, he definitely wanted black people to get married. That's why he focused on the divorce rate. He focused on the fact that black women and black men are not dating like they should be, are not getting married like they should be, but they are having children at an exponential rate without a nuclear family being held in together. Now, granted, he may not use the best verbiage for it, but he certainly cared about what he wanted for the black community as a whole to be. And the reason being is because he sees that you need both sides. As a man who grew up in a single family household, he's probably very, very aware of what it was like not to have his father around. So that was something that he was preaching, but he was also trying to explain to women, you don't have all day. You don't have 40, 50 years to then decide that you want to have children. You don't. Biological clock is ticking, as he says, and a lot of people tell you, even women tell you, that you have a biological clock and it is on ticking. And it's going to run out. 35 and up, you start declining. Geriatric pregnancy, you hear that a lot. This is the same woman who's trying to talk about him, but in her age right now, regrets not having a child. You get what I'm saying? It's actual verbiage that she used. She regret not having a child. She's only been married once. She had a fiance, and she was with 50 Cent. Now, whoever else she's dated, who knows? But as of right now, she looks single. And for him to call out something like that, that's a hit dog that's hollering. She's upset. She is very in her feelings because he's actually speaking to someone like her, a career-driven woman who now doesn't have any viable options. One who's gotten a lot of work done on her face, and you can see it, but has also not been able to get the caliber of men that she thinks she deserves, which are rich individuals who no longer want that caliber of woman. They want someone who's quote unquote younger, fit, able to have children. So there's a little bit of resentment there. You could see the energy, because then she brought up somebody's race. What does the race matter? If he was with a black woman, white woman, Asian woman, Spanish woman, what difference did it make? You know what I mean? And this is the same type of woman that says, oh, well, he died alone. Stupid, everybody dies alone. No one dies at the same time as somebody else. They ain't dying together. Like, let's hold hands and die. That doesn't happen like that. You know what I'm saying? This is one of those moments where you can see that she is truly in her feelings. Because if he died with someone next to him who called for help for him. So that doesn't sound like somebody that died alone. I'm just saying. But let's get back to it.
This is teaching folks a lesson about the karma that you put out, the negativity that you put out in the world, that when karma comes knocking at your door, she might not be so kind. So, the fact that he killed over real quick and was supposedly with a woman that we don't yet know the nationality, rest in peace.
All right. So, talking about karma, putting the negativity out there, all of that. She's one of the same people that was on the show with Ice Cube. And Ice Cube was talking about black American rights, that we want the votes. If you want our votes, you got to show us what you're willing to do for these votes. During the time that Trump and Joe Biden were running, right? She and other cast members, minus Lisa Ray, were all like, well, what's in here for black women? He was like, it's a lot of stuff in here for black women. He was like, it's for black people all together. Aren't you black? But yeah, we're women. We have separate needs and things like that. He was like, first we got to get stuff started on this level to keep going. Now, to me, that's negative. You think you're separate from black men, but you want equality. You want to have the same rights as men, but then this moment that somebody's pushing for rights for black people in a different realm, you're like, oh, no, you got to separate us. We need something totally different. I'm telling you, man, that's the person who's been in her heart since that man started talking, because he's talking about her age range, her level of caliber woman that is going through those struggles. She's really going through those struggles, you know what I mean? Because she's not married, because everybody wants to bring up, oh, well, Kevin Samuels wasn't married. He was like, I'm a high value man. I don't have to be married because I have options. I've been married twice. You know what I mean? I can exercise that. He probably could have got married yesterday if he felt like it. A woman would have accepted it just because of what his name was alone, but a woman can't do that because she's not the one that can propose to the man. I don't know, man. She's really in her heart. And it's going to talk about rest in peace. What you mean rest in peace? Get out of here, man. That was cornball. And I don't know. Let me know what y'all think down in the comment section, man, because you could tell she was in her heart. That's all I'm saying. But be on the lookout for more videos. All right, everybody? Peace.